Well, hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Blockheadz server. It is episode 85, and today we're working some more on our storage system. Well, we are on the Blockheadz Creative Redstone server right now, and this is the storage system that I'm going to be building. What this is it is a shulker box loader and sorter. So this stuff up here actually sorts the items. So basically we'll put some items in here. They will run into here and then gets into these hoppers. And these hoppers are just the standard impulse SV hopper filter thingies that, whoa, I keep like glitching for some reason in this world. Anyway, then attached to that is actually a shulker box loader. The shulker boxes will go here and then it will load them. And then once the shulker box is full, it breaks them and they go into one of these barrels in here. And so then each of these is like a bulk storage barrel, and each column is going to be a different item. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on actually putting this into the Blockheadz server. Got it. Hopper. I also put in a few chests for my more traditional, it's not traditional, for my other shulker box item storage. Last season, I only got up to the second chest, so this is way more than I would ever need, probably for the entire server. Okay, well, after putting all of those in, I realized that I needed several things. I need some sticky pistons and observers and comparators. And observers and comparators require quartz. So I was kind of thinking maybe it would be a good idea to sort of mine through the nether to find said quartz in order to get things. And while I'm mining through the nether, I might as well go ahead and, you know, make my nether portal tunnel thingy to get down here. And then if I'm also going to do that, then I might as well scout out where to build said nether portal thingy. Oh, apparently I also need some... Oh yeah, and redstone. Speaking of redstone, right away. Ooh, gold. Run away! Oh man, spiders. I do not like spiders down here. So this big old room right here could be a good place for like a portal. Like I could build like a giant portal in here. Oh my gosh, you would not believe what is chasing me right now. 3 of them. Oh. Whew. Oh, what the? I had like 5 of them chasing me. Alrighty, we've got some obsidian. We're going to go ahead and light this portal. Then we'll go to the nether and do one over there. All right, I'm trying to figure out a route here. Okay, so I found a route to get down. If I go down, like you can see that hole right there. Yeah, that's where I came down from. I know, it's crazy. But fortunately I have wings, so it wasn't too bad. I did get shot by a ghast, but I survived. And now all I have to do is just dig down here. I know digging straight down is like a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway, because that's what I'm doing. Marched headlong into a massive lava pocket. The really funny thing is I haven't found one single piece of quartz. Here goes nothing. All right. It works. Okay, so right now the vertical conveyance is pretty low tech. It's definitely not hexproof. Hey, look at that. Finally found it. Okay, I've gone ahead and gathered up some supplies. So I've got lots of observers. I've got some nether quartz that we got from the nether, and I got some other stuff. I actually found, believe it or not, I found 13 ancient debris while I was in the nether getting into that quartz. So that's nice. And then we have pistons and sticky pistons and all kinds of things. And what I have set up here, this is my favorite design for a shulker box storage system that is just, you know, manual, not automatic filtering or anything. It just does shulker boxes pretty nicely. Same kind of design that I used in last season. Actually, I could not remember how the redstone went, and I didn't want to go searching for the redstone world that I originally made my original design for, so I had to recreate it, which and the redstone is slightly different. I could not remember how the actual redstone was supposed to go, but this works. So basically all you do is you press this little button right here. It dispenses a shulker box, and then when you press, you can open the box, put stuff in, take stuff out, press the button, and then this breaks the box and sends the box back into the chests here, and these chests will store the shulker boxes. These chests aren't real. How are the? Oh, I see. They are real. I thought they were part of the schematic. It's a little hard to tell when you have a schematic on if something is part of the schematic or not. This is very nice. It's all ready to go. Look at it. It's doing great. I think it's fantastic. I put a few things that I usually use up here. The chest would be for some empty shulker shells, perhaps the dye that goes with dyeing them and stuff. And then the anvil, of course, for naming the shells and stuff. And then that for doing what it does. And then I have my ender chest and a crafting table right here. So pretty much the usual things that I need to use to make stuff and prepare things are all at hand on a nice, lovely little shelf. Alrighty, I was playing with Pale and Etz earlier, and I was chatting with them. And while I was doing that, I built this thing. This is a shulker box unloader that I got from a YouTuber named Mazecraft, Mazecraft. I think there's a space in between, but he has a good little shulker box unloader. One layer at a time, rebuilding this thing all the way across all of these layers and over here as well, like this. And we've made some progress. I've had to go out several times to get more materials, but I think I might actually have enough to finish the thing. We'll see though. Why is my head on an armor stand? After several more hours of hard labor, I have finally finished the sorting system. It works all the way around. Now, I do need to put some things into the filters, but for now, I just put like extra cobbled deep slate in them just so that the items will pass over them and go all the way over here to this right here, which is basically any item that does not get pulled out from the filters gets dumped into here, and then I can sort it into shulker boxes later. I've done a little bit of that. As you can see right here, I started to sort of make some of these smaller, lesser items, shulker boxes and stuff. Over here in the corner, I've set up a little bit of a composter situation so that we can get some bone meal out occasionally. Now what I want to do is I want to make the actual build that this thing is supposed to be in. So what I wanted it to be was to kind of have like a nice big, sort of somewhat grand looking facade in the front. Something similar to what we were doing in Krungerbungund. But I think what I need to do is get rid of a couple of these columns. I kind of don't want to take out any columns because I like the way they look. But they're just like right in front of this build. And we have like a bunch of columns in this cave. I suppose I could always move a column. But I think the best thing to do is to take out this column and that column. Man, I really would like to capture this guy. That'd make my life much easier. I've almost got him, actually. All I need to do is get him to come over here just a little bit, place this block, and I'll have him. Come on. Come on. Well, zombie villagers aside, I think I can go ahead and build this thing now. I took down like there's like a wide part. Like if you look at that dirt up there, it actually went all the way where that dirt is. And I got rid of all of that. And so then I think what I can do is break this out here like that. And then I'm just going to build like around this column for now. And if I still don't like it, I can take it out. Well, after all that, the little stinker despawned. I just went into my cave. I just went in there. Like I went from here, and then I went in here. That shouldn't have been too far away to get him to despawn. I don't really know. Maybe bad luck or something? I don't know. Okay, I've got a little bit of a facade going on here. I don't know about this thing, but I like the width of the tower here, and there's going to be another one mirroring it over there. It's going to be a very symmetrical build, I think. Okay, the facade is really coming along now. I wanted to do some details like this right here. Like this a lot. I'd like to do it in the gold, like the raw gold blocks. And then this is lapis right in here. I know it's a little dark. And then I don't know if I'm going to do lapis around the door. I kind of like that, but I might do the stone. I want it to look, you know, like a treasury. In the middle here, I'm going to do something special, and then I'm going to recreate this over there. I also need to put like a little top on this thing. And then also this tower is going to be up like about in here, because we're going to be doing a little bit of something interesting at the top of that tower. So that's going to be kind of fun. Okay, it's getting kind of massive. It's actually quite a bit taller than I was initially intending, but I like it. It's just really imposing. Yeah, I just have to make sure that the back looks as good. I think this is a pretty good start for the design. And I think what I'm going to do next is copy this over here. Well, I'm not going to copy it like World did a copy. I'm going to build it by hand, copy it. Okay, I've set up the stairs on the bottom here, and then we just have to do the upside down ones like this. And then we're going to do, what was it again? Right side up? No, upside down again. Yeah, here we did a slab, a stair, 2 slabs, a stair, slab, a stair, 2 slabs in the middle, a stair, these guys, and then stair, slab, slab, stair. I seriously don't know where the rest of my scaffolding went. Well, okay, all right. I have finished the right side, but you cannot see it because there is this giant pillar in the way. I wasn't going to take that out, but I think that in order to even see this build in all its magnificence, for it is quite magnificent, that pillar's got to go. All right, I've been working on the back a little bit, and basically all I did was take the tops of these tower, or this tower anyway, that one's not finished, and it just, it's kind of hard to see. I need to work on a way to get good light in here. There we go, that's probably better. Okay, but the backs of the towers are basically the same as the front, and the sides and stuff like that. And then the cool thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to level this landscape off so that it comes at least to like here. Excuse me. Who? But where? Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to level this landscape off, make some sort of a nice cool water feature here that, you know, kind of makes use of this natural falling water here. Or naturally generated falling water. It's not natural because it's in a computer, right? This is not natural water. Anyway, I digress. And that way you can come to here and then kind of look down on this area down here, whatever that's going to be. So that's going to be really cool, I think. I'm going to like that a lot. Look at this giant dripstone pillar. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, I'm wandering around this thing, trying to figure out what to do with the sides of this deal. I think what I should do with the side of this one anyway is build the exact same thing that I built in the front. Okay, well, I needed to get a silk touch pick, so I came down here to the Ender, and I also got several books and stuff. So I went back to Krungerbungund to get several things. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy with my gear. I finally have Feather Falling 4 again. The reason I wanted a Silk Touch pick was so that I could tear down this pillar without turning these into cobbled deep slate, because I want to fill this in another area. I want to fill the deep slate in actually a couple different areas, so it'd be nice to have a bit of regular deep slate to do that with. And I think I'm going to have a decent amount of it. I probably won't have enough to do what I really want to do, but at least I'm able to get kind of started. There we go. Now we can start to see how massive this thing is. It's really large. Compared to the stuff in Krungerbungund, this thing is twice as big. Okay, so this is one of the main areas I wanted to fill in right here on the side. I don't really want to build like a little section of this stuff over there. I guess I could have, but I didn't want to. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in with this deep slate. The only thing about deep slate, though, is that it is directional. So I have to make sure that I place it either straight up or straight down. There we go. That looks sort of natural-ish. It's good enough for now, anyway. Ooh, a slime, man. Check it out. I got a looting 3 sword. So now when these slimes come by, I can get all the slime balls that I'll probably need. I don't really need a lot of slime in Minecraft. Ooh, looky, another giant slime. Okay, it looks like I have enough of the deep slate to fill in some of this area here. I want to basically level this area off and make it flat. Okay, I flattened out this entire area up here. It's all made of deep slate. Now that we flattened that out, it doesn't look like it's like half built anymore, because now the backside is basically covered, and I think it's going to look really cool once we put in the moss eventually. But for now, what we need to do is deal with this center section right there. I have an idea of what I want to put there, but I don't know how to make it yet. All right, so check it out. Check it out. I came up with, built, and designed my own statue. Actually, I got a little bit of help from somebody on Facebook. Anyway, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. The eyes might be a little bit cheesy, but I think overall I'm very pleased with it. I was thinking about using buttons for the eyes instead of these big, instead of the chiseled stone, but I like it. I do like it very much. The only thing is he's a little bit on the short side, maybe. So I'm going to have to put a little bit of blocks like around him and up, I think. But for the most part, that's pretty much what I wanted. It looks a little goofy, a little kiddish, but I did want a statue of a dwarf, so there he is. All right, the last thing I'm doing on this build is putting a little bit of lighting in that is more purposeful than just torches. So I don't have my shaders on right now because I was using that light thing. And that looks pretty good. I gotta say, that looks all right. All right, I think it's done. So I added 2 waterfalls coming out of these towers. That was always my plan to do that. I think I'm going to keep them because I want that water to like spill out and like flow into this land of plentifulness. But I'm very pleased with the way this build turned out. I'm very, very pleased with it. It's a little taller than I was hoping, and it kind of blocks some of the columns. But I mean, from this side, it looks so great. He looks like he had way too much coffee. Here it is with my favorite fancy shader. Yes. This is the Silder's Medium, in case you care. Yes. This is cool looking. I'm really glad. I was worried about the lapis looking stupid, but I think it looks really good. I'm really happy about that. Still love these little windows at the bottom. It's like my favorite part. Well, guys and gals, this has been Hex. I hope you've enjoyed this episode here on the Blockheadz server. I hope that you like this storage system. Wow, I'm really gleaming in this shader. I look like I'm like a light source. I think I might be a light source because of this torch. There we go. I was a light source. Anyway, I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, beautiful day. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and God bless.